Hello everyone, this is Darcenovia here. This is a first for me. This is my review on Stephen King's, you know, Gunslinger, which is the first in the Dark Tower series. This book that I'm particularly talking about is considered one of Stephen King's best, books that he's ever written. At least this particular one. At least the series is considered one of the best, fantasy series of all time. I can't comment on that. So this version I'm talking about is based on the 2003 edition, not the original version. So this was the version, that was released in 2003 to keep it more consistent with his later books. Dark Tower. The very concept of this is interesting. And at times, the book can be kind of a mind fuck. Every time you basically read a chapter, you're just turning the pages because you just want to know what happens. And a book succeeds or fails if it entices the reader. If the reader is not interested in the material, it's going to take them a longer time to finish it, or they won't finish it at all. And this particular book, I feel like if you start reading it, you're going to, not stop until you finished. And this book is kind of a light read compared to a lot of Stephen King's other works. Stephen King, a lot of his books are very beefy. Like, things like It or The Stand are very beefy books. So if you're new to Stephen King, I have listened to a few of his other books on Audible. I would recommend something that's easier to digest, and Gunslinger is one of those books. I think the very concept, of everything that was established in this book is intriguing. Everything about the world in Dark Tower is fascinating. And I feel like this book keeps you on the edge of your seat when you're reading. Who is the man in black? Who is he? There's so many questions, that the reader has when you're reading this book. I won't spoil anything, but in the end, everything that you were waiting for, I feel like there was a huge payoff. And the way it ended, you would want to read the next book in the series. And this book does a great job of keeping the reader invested and keeping the reader engaged. Because a lot of things a lot of authors do, they bore the reader and just overly explain things. And Stephen King doesn't do that with this particular book. So yeah, if you're new to Stephen King, I think Gunslinger is a good, place to start. I give this a classic rating. I think it's a good book. I recommend anyone to read, and it's easy to find. And if you're bored in this pandemic and you need something to read, I would check out Gunslinger. This is Darcenovia, over and out. And see you guys next time with another review. Later.